Hey everybody, ¿qué pasó? Welcome back to Armando's house. There's a lot going on in Armando's house and we talk about it all. Today we're going to talk about mental health. And I'm sure over the last year and a half during this pandemic, you have all felt mental health, maybe not feeling yourself, maybe feeling like, you're having some tough days. We've all had tough days, and the isolation, the inability to move, maybe health issues, maybe economic issues, the stresses that our kids are under and that we're under, it's all, taking its toll, and it takes a toll on our mental health. And so I thought I'd just spend a few minutes talking to you guys about what we do in our house around mental health, and hopefully it helps somebody out there, right? We as a family, we have had a few dark days, over the last year and a half with ourselves and the kids, and that's nothing unusual. For us where we live, we've had, I think now over 250 days of lockdown over the last year and a half. Everybody's got their own challenges with this pandemic. For us, we're very blessed because, I'm working, I work from home, and I have that flexibility. A lot of people don't have that, but for us, what I would say is it's been a challenge for us personally with the monotony and not being able to go see family and all those things. But for our kids, and then having to do online schooling, not being able to see their friends has been a real struggle, as I'm sure you guys can sympathize with. Especially for the teenagers, it's been difficult for them not to go out and connect with friends, right? And in high school years, that is super challenging. But I would say even for the 6-year-old who's done the last year and a half of just Zoom classes, she wants to go see friends, and mental health is the one thing that we've got to really be aware of. I feel like, in every household, if you've got kids and for yourself, because over time, if you've got these situations that are they become one-off, if you don't manage them, they can become persistent, and that's where behavioral issues set in. So I wanted to make a quick video, just kind of sharing what we have done around mental health. This is a subject we talked about actively. We talk about how we feel, how our minds are. If we don't try to sugarcoat it. If we don't feel well, we talk about, hey, I don't feel well. I'm feeling a little down today, and try to get that out. So we talk about it. It's important that we express how we feel around mental health, and, if we're not right, just to get that out. But here are the things that we do in our house, that have really helped us get control and get focus on it. One, talk about it, as we mentioned it. Two is obviously exercise and taking care of your body, right? Kind of the basics. If you're not taking care of your body, you can't take care of your mind. So, obviously watching the diet, we're not going to talk about the diet, but making sure the kids are, and we are eating healthy. But exercise is the big one. For our kids, what we do is, because we've had times here where they can't go more than basically 3 miles, 5 kilometers from the house, right? Not very far. And not being able to go see friends and all that stuff, can't go obviously to a gym or anything for us. So what we do with the kids, there have been days we literally get them in the car, we drive 5 kilometers, we open the door, and we say, get out and walk home, right? There are days that they don't want to exercise, and we have to force them. And we have found, initially there was a lot of resistance to that, but they love it now, right? They absolutely love it. The two teenagers go out together, they walk home. It's all good. So sometimes you've got to force the exercise. There have been days where we do try to do some sort of CrossFit exercise for the kids and just kind of mix it up to keep them active, or a video or whatever. But that has to happen every day. So, if you're not doing your exercise, you can't take care of your mind. You got to move your body. So that's the first thing. The second thing that's super important with mental health is your sleep, right? And sleep is attached to devices, right? If you're on your device late at night, it's hard to get the rest that you need. And so with our kids, what we do is 10 o'clock, we take the devices away. Teenagers, we don't care. We've got a 16-year-old, she loses her devices about 10 o'clock, and she gets them back when she wakes up in the morning just before school. The reason why we do that is if we keep them in the room, we know that there's a tendency that you pick up the phone, you just look at one thing, and next, an hour's gone by. And so devices go so they can sleep, but really making sure you get adequate sleep. If you don't get enough sleep, you can't take care of your mind. And the last thing I think is super important, at least for me, around mental health, is first thing in the morning, I take care of number one, right, which is me. And that is either meditation, writing, I read, go for a walk, but it's no work time. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not calling family members. I'm not doing any of that. I'm taking care of my mind, and I enjoy meditation. Just remove any thoughts and just kind of center myself. And once I do that in the morning and do some exercise, then the rest of the day, I've got the energy to go conquer the world, right? Is what it feels like, right? But I have found when I don't do those things and I, kind of wake up reactively and I look on my phone and I check on a work email and I jump into social media or whatever, maybe an hour goes by or 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and I'm in bed. And from that point on, it's like I'm fighting an uphill battle, it feels like, mentally. So first thing in the morning with mental health, I think it's important. Get up early, do your thing. And the last thing, this is kind of a bonus thing that at least I do for myself, is challenge myself with little things that I wouldn't normally do just to challenge my mind. Maybe if I'm running, run a little bit further. Maybe I'm doing something with work just to push a little bit more. Maybe if I'm doing, yard work, I want to get it done a certain amount of time or push a little bit further. Just those little things to just keep my mind active and push a little bit further. And so there's lots of little things you can do there. But, being aware of your mental health and taking care of your mind, taking care of your brain, taking care of your body is super critical in the world that we live in now. So I thought we'd just share what we do in our family around it. We talk about the issue. We try to, exercise every day. We, eat well, and we try to sleep well. It doesn't work well every day, but we try to do it every day. And we have found that when we do that, we have, more energetic days, more positive days, and are able to go and do what we want to accomplish. So anyways, if you found any of that helpful, please do like this video. Please do share. Please subscribe to the channel if you think that's appropriate. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks, everyone.